field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Rodgers' Packers.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On first down, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. On second down, Ryan hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. Touchdown, Falcons! Taylor Gabriel, 44 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he completes it to Jordan Nelson. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. A first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he is knocked down from the side at the 47-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Second down now after the pass completion. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right there at the 43.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll need to get the play off quickly on 3rd down. Devontae Freeman. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Ryan on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jake Ryan coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Now Ryan on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, nice move. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Nelson. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. The old connection, Rodgers to Nelson, getting Green Bay a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Rodgers now to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A very solid gain of 27. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Trying to lay one up deep, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So 1:55 to go in the 1st half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. Now Hundley. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. Touchdown, Packers. Lance Kendricks, 39 yards. And the Packers are back within a score.
Brandon, a lot of times coaches see these situations present themselves on film. But how often do they actually call it? We just saw it here, and what an end result. A huge touchdown off of a terrific call.
Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
On second down, here's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On second down, Montgomery. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I think many people thought Ty Montgomery would automatically go back to being a wide receiver this year, but it appears he's going to stay at running back. I know they drafted Jamal Williams from BYU, but Montgomery proving his worth.
And he proved it last year. 5.4 yards per carry, 4th best in the league. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 43. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He completes it to Nelson. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery, 47 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. They were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a 1st down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the 1st down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Crosby on now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. See if they stay on the ground for second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Again, they'll run with Freeman. They find some open field here. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Charles, quickly looking back to last week in the NFL, a couple key quarterback injuries. Marcus Mariota, Derek Carr both went down. Actually, they both went down last year in the same week with an injury.
They certainly did. I believe it was week 16 last year, right? Game 15. Both of them hurt, lost for the season. Carr's team made the playoffs, got beat eventually by Houston. Of course, Mariota's team lost their chance to make the playoffs when he went down with his injury. Mariota this year, day-to-day, hamstring strain. They expect him to be back. But Derek Carr, was it a broken transverse process in his back? That means he broke a bone in his back?
Yeah,
at least 2 weeks.
I'm leaning on you for that one. Transverse process fracture.
Yeah, it means it hurts.
Second and 10, it's Ryan again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Ryan finding Gabriel for the Falcon first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. To throw again. Ryan. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Mike Daniels. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. He didn't even try to signal if they've not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock, the defense, and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
They go play action here on first down. Steps away. Caught left side, Bennett. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. To give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Rodgers to Montgomery on the draw. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Rodgers handing to Montgomery. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Montgomery a 1st down and then some. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Throwing Hundley. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Crosby on now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at third and a few inches. Here's Ryan to throw. Jones breaking from the contact. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. On first down, Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Rodgers throwing here. Caught by Nelson left side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Rodgers going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Nelson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a yard. And just like that, it's third down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's got Bennett. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Rodgers now on first down. Steps away to his left. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And this looks to probably be the final play. Rodgers looking to throw. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.